We're just a few short days away from Google's hardware event on October 6th, and we're learning more day by day, and we're expecting to see the Pixel 7 phones and quite a bit more on top. We've already told you what we expect to happen, but now we have a clearer and more accurate picture about what is coming, from the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro all the way to the latest Nest smart home gear. Here's everything though that Google looks set to announce. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Google here on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe, and then tap the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. So in the weeks leading up to this October 6th hardware event, Google has only outright, at least officially, confirmed a few of the obvious products that will be present: the Pixel 7, the Pixel 7 Pro, and the Pixel Watch. We've already got a decent understanding of this trio, as they were all previously almost soft unveiled at Google I/O back in May. The latest flagship Android phones from Google are naturally going to be front and centre and the headline stars. In terms of hardware and performance, the Pixel 7 series is set to bring only small iterative improvements over the Pixel 6, somewhere around that 10% mark in terms of performance, but we could see improvements elsewhere, and we are hoping to see those. Even the design itself is actually quite similar, featuring the same camera bar, albeit with a metallic finish instead of glass. The colours are also more muted here too, but that's not to say that the Pixel 7 series doesn't pack some exciting upgrades. One feature we've been tracking for nearly a year now is the addition of Face Unlock, at least in one form or another, after the feature was seemingly pulled from the Pixel 6 Pro right before launch. From what our sources have told us, the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro should be able to offer Face Unlock either at launch or shortly thereafter. A combination of hardware and software will be used to utilise this function. Another upgrade that's been spotted is that the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 7 Pro will use a brand new Samsung modem, and with any luck, this could go a long way to fixing the connectivity issues that many have experienced with the Pixel 6. For cameras, the Pixel 7 series will see the return of that 50 megapixel Samsung GN1 sensor from last year, along with the Sony IMX381 for ultra-wide photos. The only known difference is that there will be a Samsung GM1 sensor for taking telephoto pictures, which should be comparable in real-world usage. As always though, Pixel phones manage to be exceptional because of software, more so than raw hardware improvements, but we are hoping to see this offer some little incremental benefits over its predecessor. No firm release date has yet been reported or leaked for the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, but Google has directly confirmed that pre-orders will begin after the event on October 6th, so we'd expect it in and around the 2 to 3 week period after that point, before devices are in hand of you out there who happen to pre-order. While pricing as well hasn't been made available or even leaked at this point, we're currently expecting the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro to stay in that ballpark $599 and $899 price points respectively, which will match last year's entry prices. Each of the two phones will be available in 3 distinct colours: chalk, obsidian, and lemongrass on the smaller Pixel 7, while the Pixel 7 Pro swaps lemongrass for a stylish shade of hazel with champagne gold chamfered edges. Whichever colour you pick for the Pixel 7 series, you'll be able to buy a case to match, as Google's official cases seem to be offered or will be available in the exact same sets of colours, extending beyond just the transparent options that have been available on the Pixel 6 series for some time now. Of course, a key portion of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro announcement will be the full unveiling of the Tensor G2 chip, which we have discussed in a previous video, which you'll find in the upper right of your screen right now. As for the first successor to the Google-made Tensor chip, which has been created in collaboration with Samsung, the Tensor G2 is important because it will likely be featured in upcoming or multiple upcoming made by Google devices like the Pixel 7a and the long-rumoured Pixel Notepad Foldable. Ahead of the event, a benchmark for the Pixel 7 Pro actually gave away quite a few details of the CPU and GPU hardware inside of the Tensor G2 chip. From what's been pieced together, the Tensor G2 may use the exact same cores as last year: 2 Cortex-X1 cores, 2 Cortex-A76 cores, and 4 Cortex-A55 cores. The only difference is that the clock speed has been slightly boosted. Additionally, as we learned from an early report, the new chip should utilise Samsung's 4nm process, down from 5nm used on the original Tensor. Between the boosted clock speeds and the smaller process size, the Pixel 7 Pro was able to get around 10% better multi-core performance according to this leaked Geekbench benchmark. Instead, the real improvements of Google's Tensor G2 chip are upgrades to the GPU for gaming and camera processing, and the TPU, the Tensor Processing Unit, which is used for machine learning. The new Mali G710 graphics should bring a 20% boost to both performance and power efficiency. Meanwhile, details of the new TPU are still unknown, but Google has said that Tensor G2 will allow the Pixel 7 to bring more helpful, personalized features to photos, videos, security, and speech recognition. For many, the real star of Google's hardware event this year is the long-awaited and long-rumoured Pixel Watch. Powered by the same Wear OS 3 that debuted on the Galaxy Watch 4 last year, the Pixel Watch features a sleek, circular design and colours that excellently fit into the wider Pixel hardware lineup. In fact, it's also worth noting that we were able to exclusively report that the Pixel Watch will have a broad variety of alternate bands available right at launch, rivaling that of the Apple Watch. On the high end, there will be options akin to the Apple Watch's Milanese band and Rolex's Link bracelet. More affordable Pixel Watch bands are poised to include fabric, stretch, silicone and leather options here too. Fitness-wise, the Pixel Watch is set to have deep integration with Fitbit, possibly even featuring the same array of health sensors that are included in the Fitbit Charge 5. If that does hold true, then we can expect monitoring for heart rates, oxygen saturation, and overnight skin temperature, as well as potentially ECG support, which are all starting to become standard on high-end smart watches. That said, those in the market for a Wear OS watch with high-performance hardware may actually want to look elsewhere. The latest report indicates that the Pixel Watch should be running an Exynos 9110 processor, as featured in the 2018 Galaxy Watch as its main chip, and it will be supported by a co-processor. To keep things feeling snappy though, the Pixel Watch is also reported to have the most RAM ever included in a Wear OS device at over 1.5GB, which, as you'll know, is available in the Galaxy Watch 4 and the 5 series right now, and they seem to run just fine. That said, they do come with a more powerful processor on board. We also recently reported that it will cost $349 for the Bluetooth on Wi-Fi model and $399 for the LTE connected version, which is quite steep given that the competition is coming in some cases $150 cheaper. According to our earlier reporting and texting the Fitbit application though, estimates of the Pixel Watch's battery life put it somewhere in the vicinity of 24 hours of usage. While certainly sufficient for getting through the day, it's a far cry from the multi-day battery life of other recent Wear OS watches like the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, which is set to start almost $100 more but offers quite a bit more under the hood. On top of that, what we've yet to learn about the Pixel Watch is how Google intends to differentiate its debut from the broader smartwatch and Wear OS lineup. Considering Pixel phones and their excellent software, we're eager to see what software enhancements Google has in the pipeline for the Pixel Watch. It's also basically a given that the Google Assistant will likely be a major aspect of this wearable too. So that's all of the nailed-on announcements at this keynote. On top of those, we're expecting a few extras that Google hasn't really detailed or outright confirmed at this stage. We're still expecting these to be present at the upcoming event because we've seen evidence of their impending arrival. In some cases though, these devices have already received FCC approval and therefore are actually quite close to launching. So Google's October 6th hardware event won't be solely focused on Pixel or direct Google devices, as the company has confirmed that Nest will also have some announcements here. Considering the Chromecast with Google TV HD has already been made official, the Nest division surely has a few other surprises up its sleeve. One bit of the Nest hardware we've been tracking for quite a while now is a new generation of the Nest Wi-Fi mesh system, itself a successor to the Google Wi-Fi system back in 2016. Nest Wi-Fi brings a cozy design that better lends itself to blending in to your home decor and doesn't necessarily feel like tech in the same way. The Nest Wi-Fi line also originally set itself apart from other mesh Wi-Fi systems by including a Google Assistant smart speaker built within its extender points. This helps subtly ensure that you place these extenders in areas where people are more likely to need better Wi-Fi signal, and also made the Google Assistant a little bit more prevalent throughout your home. Thanks to a recent leak from a retailer though, we now know the new Nest Wi-Fi will be called the Nest Wi-Fi Pro. The appearance of the leak also all but confirms the Nest Wi-Fi Pro will be announced at Google's October 6th event alongside the Pixel 7 series. Seemingly retailing for $199, the Nest Wi-Fi Pro justifies its $30 bump up in price by offering Wi-Fi 6E connectivity, a significant boost over the Wi-Fi 5 offered by the previous model. In terms of raw speed, Wi-Fi 6E, under the perfect conditions, is capable of handling traffic at up to 9.6 gigabits per second. However, the real boost of Wi-Fi 6E, which Nest Wi-Fi Pro owners should be eager to gain, is the introduction of the 6 GHz band of wireless, joining the now familiar 2.4 and 5 GHz bands. While there aren't yet many devices that can connect via this 6 GHz band, you can use a second Nest Wi-Fi Pro as an extender, which in theory should be able to connect via the less crowded band, and if done right, this could help create a more stable overall network in your home. All that said, there are a few downsides to Google's Nest Wi-Fi Pro. For current Google Wi-Fi or Nest Wi-Fi customers, while it's assumed that your existing hardware will be compatible with the Nest Wi-Fi Pro, those extenders won't have the benefits of Wi-Fi 6E. To help with this, Google appears to be readying bundles of 2 or 3 Nest Wi-Fi Pros, with each additional router adding $100 to the price. The other downside here is that there's currently no indication of Google updating the combination Nest Wi-Fi Point and Assistant speaker device. That clever combination was a significant aspect of why we actually enjoyed the original Nest Wi-Fi, and we're sad to see the Pro upgrade seemingly leaving that behind. The Nest Wi-Fi Pro is also set to be joined by another piece of hardware at this event, and back at 2021, following the release of the revamped Nest Doorbell, the battery-powered version, Google confirmed that a wired variant of this video doorbell would be coming in 2022. While it's certainly possible to give the current battery-equipped Nest Doorbell a hardwired connection to keep from needing to occasionally recharge, the inclusion of a battery leads to some disadvantages. For one, even if your doorbell is wired, any temperatures below freezing will prevent the battery from charging. With time and in sustained cold weather, the battery may actually fully discharge and shut down completely. Beyond that though, the Nest Doorbell, the battery version, cannot be used for 24/7 recording, even with a wired connection, due to thermal concerns about the actual battery itself. That crucial missing feature, which also requires a Nest Aware subscription, is why the existing Nest Hello has renamed on the market. Our APK Insight team was actually able to uncover images of the upcoming Nest Doorbell, the wired equivalent, in the Google Home application. Effectively, the official imagery here shows that the new doorbell should be shorter and thicker than its battery-equipped sibling. Otherwise, the design appears to be unchanged, offering the same pill-shaped layout and the same Hello Easter egg around the sides of the camera. One of the big surprises back at Google I/O in May was the reveal that the company was actually preparing an Android-powered tablet to be released at some point in 2023. Quite a few additional tidbits have been leaked out since then, making the upcoming Made by Google event a great opportunity to have some more aspects of the Pixel tablet announced and confirmed. That said, all of the other devices that we've discussed today are primed for near immediate release, while the Pixel tablet is still likely a few months away. It's possible Google may stay silent about this, or at least silent about this tablet until it's closer to launch, but we're hoping to learn some more about what it will do differently to other Android tablets on the market. It's seemingly a culmination of Google's efforts to improve the large screen experience for tablets and foldables with Android 12 at first, and now Android 13. At the same time, the Pixel tablet is set to be the center of the smart home thanks to a charging dock and other features that allow it to double as a Nest Hub smart display, including receiving video and audio like a Chromecast device. From what we've seen in Google's own animations, the Pixel tablet should simply slide onto its dock, attaching with 4 pogo pins visible on the rear of the device and in teasers. While docked, you can cast videos and music from your phone to the Pixel tablet just like you would as it was a Nest Hub. When it's not in use, the docked Pixel tablet would also be able to show you favourite Google photos, artwork, or even clock faces. Normally when you think of the Pixel series, especially devices that run Android, one of the first things you think of is top-notch photography as well. In the case of the Pixel tablet though, we find only 2 cameras, one rear and one front. Interestingly, both camera sensors are set to be the same IMX355 as found in the Pixel 5 series, making it useful for video calling and maybe some light photography. That said, we don't recommend that anyone goes out there taking photos with a tablet. You don't want to be one of those people. In terms of performance though, it's all but guaranteed that the Pixel tablet will run on one of Google's Tensor processors, with all of that AI prowess built in and that they bring to the table. What's unknown though is whether the tablet will stay on the affordable side of last year's debut Tensor or actually step up to the Tensor G2. Similarly, we don't yet know how much RAM or storage will be included on the device, but we are hoping there will be substantial, as it may become a one-stop shop for many people out there. One interesting spec that did break cover though is that Google intends for the Pixel tablet to be compatible with the Universal Stylus Initiative, or USI specification. While far from the first Android tablet to offer a stylus, the Pixel tablet is currently poised to be the first Android device with USI. What that means in practice is that you'll be able to use any USI compatible stylus with the Pixel tablet, such as one you bought for your Chromebook. This is a significant improvement over the past stylus capable Pixel devices like the Pixelbook and the Pixel Slate, which required a dedicated Google made Pixelbook pen. While we haven't seen any evidence that Google is actually preparing to make their own USI compatible stylus or stylus accessories, the odds of it are pretty high, at least at this stage. The mystery of the Pixel tablet also deepened recently when new evidence pointed to the existence of a Pro variant. For now though, the only difference we could actually distinguish between the Pixel tablet and the Pro variant is that it should have an upgraded camera. Hopefully, Google will be shining a light on both the Pixel tablet and its Pro sibling at this upcoming event. So I know that's a lot of information to digest, but that's absolutely every known quantity coming or likely being detailed alongside the Pixel 7 series and the Pixel Watch on October 6th. And hopefully that's shed some light on the things that you have been wondering about and now have a better idea of what is coming so that you can prepare or at least get ready for them. What are you most excited for? Let us know though down in the comment sections below. We're actually going to be there in person at this keynote, so expect some thoughts on all of this new hardware as soon as we spend a brief period with all of the new things. Until next time though, this is Damien with 95 Google. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will speak to you later.